Welcome back Tomy channel Rare Coin World today. Video Top 5 Candy Half Dollar, where rare treasures and hidden gems of coin history come alive. We're diving into the fascinating story Liberty Half Dollar, a coin that might just turn the tables for you if you have one lying around. This coin is not just another piece of metal, it's a silent witness to American heritage, artistry, and the economic tides of its era. So stick around till the end, because I'll reveal how much this coin is actually worth, according to eBay and other major auction platforms, and how you can sell yours for top value. Let's watch the video. Today we're diving deep into the 1977 Liberty Half Dollar, a coin that might just turn the tables for you if you happen to have one. This isn't just another coin, it's a piece of American legacy carrying the powerful image of liberty, pride, and remembrance. So stick around till the very end of this video because I'll reveal how much this coin is really worth, according to eBay and major auction sites, and how you can sell it the right way for the best possible price. The 1977 Liberty Half Dollar belongs to the Kennedy Half Dollar series, which began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparro, this coin became a national symbol of hope, unity, and resilience. By 1977, the Kennedy Half Dollar had already become a collectible classic, but that year's minting held special importance in American coinage history. The obverse of the coin shows the dignified profile of President Kennedy facing left, a timeless image of leadership and vision. The reverse features the presidential seal with an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's readiness for both peace and defense. The level of craftsmanship on these coins, even those made for circulation, reflects the pride of an entire nation during a time of transition. The 1977 half dollar was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark. Denver's are marked with a D, and San Francisco produced special proof coins marked with an S. Each of these mints played a role in shaping the distribution and rarity of the 97 series. The total mintage was in the hundreds of millions, but what sets some of these coins apart today are their condition, mint errors, and proof quality. By 1977, the U.S. Mint had stopped using silver in half dollars for circulation. Instead, these coins were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, certain proof coins made in San Francisco have an incredible mirror-like finish that makes them stand out in the world of numismatics. Coins preserved in pristine condition or found with minting errors are the ones that attract collectors and investors. Now let's talk about value. According to eBay listings and online auction records circulated 1977, half dollars are usually worth around their face value of 50 cents. But when it comes to uncirculated or graded coins, the story changes dramatically. High-grade specimens, certified by PCGS or NGC, can sell for anywhere from $25 to $100. Proof versions, especially those in perfect condition, have sold for $150 to $400. Rare error coins like double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins with missing elements have been known to sell for thousands, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. The 1990 Liberty Half Dollar, a coin that might just turn the tables for you if you happen to have one lying around. It's more than just 50 cents. It's a piece of American heritage that continues to surprise collectors across the world. So stick around till the end of the video because I'll tell you its true worth according to eBay and major online auctions and how you can sell it for maximum profit. The 1990 Liberty Half Dollar, known officially as the Kennedy Half Dollar, continues the legacy that began in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparro, this coin was more than just currency. It was a national tribute, a symbol of hope, unity, and the enduring spirit of a beloved leader. Even by 1990, decades after its first minting, The Kennedy half-dollar remained one of the most iconic coins in American history. By this time, the coin was no longer in wide circulation. Most Americans had stopped using half-dollars in daily transactions, which made the coins from this era more collectible than spendable. The 1990 issue was struck at 2 mints for circulation, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while those from Denver carry the D mint mark just below Kennedy's neck. The San Francisco Mint also produced proof versions for collectors marked with an S. The coin's design stayed consistent with the earlier versions. On the obverse, the powerful profile of President Kennedy faces left a timeless representation of leadership and vision. On the reverse, the presidential seal depicts an eagle clutching olive branches and arrows surrounded by 50 stars, one for each state of the Union. Together, these designs make the coin not only historically significant but also visually remarkable. By 1990, these half-dollars were made from a copper-nickel clad composition, a blend that replaced silver after 1970, while they might not contain precious metal. What makes them valuable today is rarity in high grades, mint errors, and collector demand. According to eBay listings and major auction platforms circulated 1990, Liberty half-dollars typically sell for their face value of 50 cents. The real excitement comes with error coins. Off-center strikes, double dies, or missing design elements can push values into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One example of a 1990 Kennedy half-dollar with a dramatic off-center strike was once listed online for several $100s, and it sold fast. Collectors are always on the hunt for those unique imperfections that set a coin apart from millions of others. Beyond price, the 1990 Liberty half-dollar has a special place in the hearts of collectors. It represents the continuation of Kennedy's legacy at the end of the Cold War era, a time of global change and national reflection. For many, this coin serves as both a tribute and a time capsule, carrying the ideals of freedom and unity that Kennedy stood. We're talking about the 1985 Liberty half-dollar, a coin that might just turn the tables for you if you have one. It may look like an ordinary Kennedy half-dollar, but the truth behind its history surprise you. So stick around till the end of the video, because I'll share how much this coin is really worth, according to eBay and other major auction platforms, and how you can sell it for top dollar. The 1985 Liberty half-dollar, more commonly known as the 1985 Kennedy half-dollar, is part of one of America's most iconic coin series. Introduced in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination, this coin became a symbol of respect, unal pride. Its obverse features Kennedy's left-facing portrait designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse, crafted by Frank Gasparo, proudly displays the presidential seal with an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch symbolizing both strength and peace. The 1985 issue came at a fascinating time in U.S. coinage history. By then, the mint had transitioned fully to copper-nickel clad compositions, with silver long removed from general circulation. Half-dollar still held a special place in American hearts. It wasn't just another coin, it was a piece of living history, continuing to honor a man who represented hope and progress. During one of the most challenging times in the 20th century, in 1985, the Philadelphia and Denver mints struck millions of these half-dollars for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced limited proof coins for collectors. The Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark. Denver coins have the D. San Francisco proof coins bear the S mint mark. Although the total mintage was high, only a fraction of these coins have survived in perfect mint condition, making pristine examples increasingly desirable to collectors. The appeal of the 1985 half-dollar lies in its enduring legacy and condition rarity. Over time, many of these coins entered circulation and lost their luster, but uncirculated and proof examples, particularly those preserved in professional services like PCGS or NGC have become valuable collectibles. Now, let's talk about what everyone's waiting for: the value. According to eBay and recent online auction results, circulated 1985, Liberty half dollars are generally worth their face value of 50 cents. However, when you find one in uncirculated condition, the price can rise significantly. Mint state examples graded MS65 or higher often sell for $20 to $50. Proof coins with the S mint mark, especially those with perfect mirror-like surfaces, can fetch between $50 and $150 depending on grade and demand. Error coins, those struck off-center with die cracks or missing details, can be worth several $100s or more depending on rarity and visibility of the mistake. What makes the 1985 half dollar so appealing is not just its monetary value. The 1980 Liberty half dollar belongs to the Kennedy half dollar series, first introduced in 1964 to honor the beloved President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. By 1980, the design had already become a patriotic icon across the nation. The obverse features the bold and noble profile of Kennedy facing left, sculpted by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse carries Frank Gasparo's rendition of the presidential seal, a heraldic eagle clutching an olive branch and arrows, surrounded by 50 stars. Together they represent peace, power, and unity, the very spirit of the United States. During the late 20th century, now let's step into the historical moment of 1980. America was standing at the edge of transformation, facing inflation, rising interest rates, and global challenges. The U.S. Mint continued to strike the Kennedy half dollar not only for circulation, but also for collectors who admired its significance. The coin was minted at 3 major locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver marked with a D, and San Francisco with the S mint mark for proof versions. Each mint contributed to a total mintage in the hundreds of millions, yet some variations and conditions make certain 1980 Liberty half dollars incredibly valuable today. One thing many collectors overlook is the coin's composition. By 1980, the half dollar was made from a copper nickel clad rather than the earlier 90% silver versions minted before 1971. However, despite the absence of silver, pristine and error-free, 1980 half dollars can command impressive prices in the collector's market, especially when certified in high mint state conditions by grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins with deep mirror-like finishes or those struck with minor die errors are even more desirable. Now here's where it gets interesting. Some 1980 half dollars sold on eBay and other online platforms have fetched surprising figures. Regular circulated coins might be worth just face value, around 50 cents, but uncirculated specimens, especially those graded MS67 or higher, have been sold for between $25 to $200. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, if preserved in flawless condition, can reach $400 or more in auctions. And if you're lucky enough to have a rare error coin like a double die strike, off-center print, or wrong planche type, your 1980 Liberty half dollar could be worth thousands. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its beauty, but also because it bridges the old and new era of American coinage. It symbolizes a nation looking forward while honoring its past. That's why, even after more than 4 decades, the Kennedy half dollar of 1980 continues to shine in coin collections worldwide. Its emotional and historical weight adds to its market value, making it a coin worth holding onto or cashing in for a remarkable profit. So if you happen to find a 1980 Liberty half dollar in your drawer, coin jar, or old family collection, don't overlook it. The 1989 Liberty half dollar, more commonly known as the Kennedy half dollar, continues one of the most cherished coin traditions in the United States. The Kennedy series was first introduced in 1964, shortly after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. This coin quickly became more than just currency. It became a piece of American memory and a national symbol of hope, courage, and unity. Designed by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, it features Kennedy's dignified portrait on the obverse, while the reverse displays the presidential seal with an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch to represent strength and peace. By 1989, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become a cornerstone of American coinage. Though fewer people used half-dollars in daily transactions, they continued to be minted, cherished mostly by collectors and coin enthusiasts. The 1989 issue was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, with Philadelphia coins carrying no mint mark and Denver coins marked with a D below Kennedy's neck. Proof versions were also produced at the San Francisco Mint, identified by an S mint mark, intended for collectors and special sets. The 1989 half-dollar was made from copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, a standard composition that had replaced silver nearly 2 decades earlier. While it doesn't contain precious metal, it holds tremendous historical and collector value due to its condition, rarity and design continuity. Over time, finding one in mint state, especially uncirculated or proof condition, has become harder, making these coins more desirable in the numismatic market. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the value. According to eBay listings and online auction data, circulated 1989 Liberty half-dollars generally sell for around their face value of 50 cents. However, uncirculated coins in mint condition can bring in between $10 and $40, depending on grade. Proof versions with mirror-like finishes, especially those preserved in their original mint packaging, often sell for $50 to $100 or more. Error coins from this year are particularly valuable. Examples with double dies, off-center strikes or missing design elements have sold for several $100s, with some rare varieties even reaching into the thousands. Depending on demand and condition, auction records show that collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that display unique or visually striking minting errors beyond price. The 1989 Liberty half-dollar holds a timeless emotional connection. It represents a generation that grew up in the late Cold War era time when America was changing. Yet the image of Kennedy continued to inspire hope and unity. This coin wasn't just about value, it was about legacy, leadership and remembrance of an American icon who left a lasting mark on history. If you come across a 1989 Liberty half-dollar, take a good look at it. Check for its mint mark.